when should you start to use money to advertise? When should you go to the next level? When should you start investing in advertising? Okay, and I get this question a lot, and actually this was triggered by a conversation I had earlier today with one of my prospective clients. Comes to me and say, "Hey, coach, I want to start advertising. So how do I do it? Where do I put my money and stuff?" I say, "Hey, wait a minute. Okay, you gotta have certain things in your business before you start doing this advertising stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be losing money." All right, so let me share with you the 4 things that you need in your business before you get to the big leagues of advertising and paying for ad roll and paying for Facebook ads and all this Google stuff. Please get these things in place first. Number 1, make sure that you have identified who you serve. Okay, and there's 3 things to that. Number 1, have you identified who they are and what their biggest problem is? What solution do you bring to the market? Okay, we're talking about the group of people that you've decided that you're going to be the best person to serve. Number 2, are they accessible? Do you know where they are? Because if you're doing Facebook ads, but the people that you serve are on LinkedIn or they're on TikTok, then of course you're wasting money. So find out, where are these guys hanging out? Is it possible to get to them? Okay. And number 4, can they afford it? Can they afford your product? Can they afford the fact that you're going to charge them $2,000-$3,000 for your product? Okay. So that's number 1. Just before you even start spending, ask yourself those questions. Okay. Where are they? Are they there? Is there a problem? Am I solving something, as a matter of fact? Okay. Next. Do you have what we call the target market statement? Do you have a magnetic way of talking about your message, in that when you speak about it, they get it? Okay, and they it is also a statement that you use to get rid of the people who you don't want to serve. Okay, let me explain. If you don't have a laser focused target market statement, then your marketing is not going to be on point. You're going to be attracting the wrong people. You're going to get window shoppers, like we call them. Most importantly, it will be tough to know where to advertise. Okay, your target market statement is the statement. I think it is an evolving elevator pitch. Okay, what do you do? What do you stand for? Okay, who do you help? How do you help them? And what are the important things there? Number 1, is it a focus statement? Number 2, is it results oriented? Number 3, does it take away the pain or the hassle? And then ultimately, does it have clarity on who you are? One of the things that I've learned from one of the guys who I think is amazing and has been around a long time is this guy called Jeff Walker. And he says it, one of the greatest ways for you to grow your business is be yourself. Be authentic. Show up as you, period. Okay? The more you show up as you, the more you get out of your shell, the more that you're clear on who you serve, how you solve the problem, how you take away the pain, the better for you. So get your, number 1, your niche. Number 2, your target statement, which talks to your niche. The third part that you must have before you start anything to do with advertising is you must have an irresistible offer, and we call it a strategic resistible offer. You must create an offer that goes beyond what the people that you serve are looking for. But most importantly, that when you put it out there, when somebody reads it, they're like, wow, I want this. Why? It's an irresistible. The word irresistible is important. It's irresistible. It has everything I'm looking for and much more. Now, the challenge here is to get the mix right. Sometimes we overdo it. You might say you do a lot more than what they're looking for. So therefore, you overwhelm the subconscious mind. Therefore, they end up not making the decision. So what does an irresistible offer have in it? What are the things you need to think about? Okay, number 1, it must have a time frame of when it is going to exactly when it starts, when it finishes. Number 2, it must be irresistibly good, that it is simple stupid. What do we mean? That it is going to be a plug and play, that when somebody reads about it, they're like, oh, I can do that. I would like to do that. If it is that easy, I want to be part of it. Number 3, it is easy to say yes to, because it shows what we call the future value. They can clearly see themselves owning your product, owning the service, owning what they get after that. Okay, and this is a crucial part of sales. An irresistible offer must be that they see themselves, after having used your product, your service, whatever it is, they see themselves at the end of it in an ownership position where they're like, wow, this is amazing. I love this. Oh, wow, I can see myself building that house. I can see myself, serving a lot of people. I can see myself on stage talking to a lot of people. That part of an irresistible offer is super, super important. And then finally, you must have, number 4 is a simple, seamless sales and conversion system. Simple sales and conversion system. If you go and advertise and then people do not necessarily cannot tell exactly where you are at, or whether you're part of, every other Tom, Dick, and and you are, all over the place. Your message is not clear. Most importantly, you don't have a seamless sales conversion process. What does that mean? How easy is it to do business with you? How easy is it for me to buy from you? Do I have to jump hoops and go over fences and have to get appointments? And or is it as easy as I go in, I speak to somebody, I give them my credit card, I get paid? The seamless sales offer is crucial, where people are not jumping through hoops to buy from you. But it is as easy as I call in, I get my service, I get into my course, I'm good to go. How easy do you make it? What is the experience of buying from you? Is it a seamless process? Does it happen easily? And if that happens easily, then bingo. Now we can say you are ready to go and start investing money in advertising. Why? You've got the 4 important things in place. Number 1, you have identified your ideal client, where they are, where they hang out, if there's many of them and they can afford it. Number 2, you've got a great target market statement which targets them and tells them exactly who they are, but most importantly, gets rid of those you don't want. Number 3, you have an irresistible offer that when somebody reads it, they're like, yes, I want part of that. And then ultimately, number 4, you have a seamless sales conversion. What does that mean? It is easy to take a person from stranger to client, okay, by taking them through your sales persuasion process or whatever it is. Now, this is what we teach in the World Class Consultants with Audacity course. This is what I wish for you. Most importantly, I want you to start thinking, how can I, before I begin to jump into advertising, okay? And if you're not yet there and you want to learn how to use my organic advertising to grow your business much quicker, much faster, hey, you can drop me a line. We can have a chat and see how we can serve you, how we can help you, and I'll be able to reach out to you personally so that I can help you out. But before you begin to spend any money on any advertising, have these 4 in place, and I can guarantee you, if you have them in place, then things will become easier. Most importantly, you will have the ability to live life on your terms. Until next time, peace.